Next up, we're diving deep into the world of AI-powered software engineering, specifically looking at a brand new model called Devstral. It's from Mistral AI. You might have heard of them. They've been making waves with open source LLMs, and it's designed to be this full-blown software engineering agent. Like, imagine an AI that can actually help you code, not just write snippets.
Whoa, okay. An AI that codes? That sounds intense. I mean, I struggle enough writing a simple Python script. Haha. Is it like gonna replace developers entirely or?
Haha, that's the million-dollar question, right? It's not about replacing developers, at least not yet. Think of it as an incredibly powerful pair programmer, one who never sleeps and can sift through massive code bases in seconds. The really cool thing about Devstral is how it handles context. Traditionally, LLMs struggle with understanding the bigger picture when you're working on a complex project, right? They see one function, maybe another, but don't understand how they all fit together.
That makes sense. I've definitely experienced that frustration. You ask it to do something, and it just doesn't get the nuances of your whole project. So Devstral actually remembers things across files.
Exactly, that's what they built this for. They call it agentic programming, which sounds super sci-fi, but basically means it can tackle multi-step tasks within a code base, updating dependencies, refactoring code, fixing bugs, all without you having to babysit every step of the way. I was working on a personal project last month trying to automate some documentation generation, and that's exactly what I wished for. It would have saved me hours of tedious work if something like this existed then.
That sounds amazing. But all these powerful models need supercomputers, right? Like, you need a whole data center to run them.
And that's where Devstral really shines. This is the part that I'm most excited about. It runs on a MacBook or even an RTX 4090 GPU. It's only 24 billion parameters, which sounds huge, but is actually relatively small for these things. GPT-5, well, we don't know much about GPT-5 yet, but it will be many times larger than that. This smaller size makes a huge difference in terms of accessibility and cost. You're not locked into expensive cloud services to experiment with it.
Oh, wow. So I could theoretically download this onto my laptop and just play around? That's kind of mind-blowing. But if everyone can use it, does that mean anyone could copy your code or something?
Good question. That's where the open source aspect comes in. It's released under the Apache 2.0 license, which is super permissive. You can deploy it, modify it, commercialize it, basically do whatever you want with it without needing to pay Mistral anything. There's a trade-off there, though. Open source means more eyes on the code, so security vulnerabilities could be found faster, but also potentially exploited if someone has nefarious intentions.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. So freedom comes with responsibility and potential risks. But running it locally, that's huge for privacy too. Right. No sending your code base to a third-party server?
Exactly. That's a big deal, especially in enterprise environments where data security is paramount. Plus, because you control the model, you can fine-tune it specifically to your needs and workflows. Think of it as building your own custom AI assistant for coding. It's all about speed, privacy, and having ultimate control, what they're calling agentic programming.
And it actually outperforms some of the closed models like GPT-4.1-mini ? That seems unexpected. I thought OpenAI had a pretty big lead in this space.
It is surprising. They tested Devstral on a benchmark called SWE Bench Verified, which is basically a data set of real GitHub issues that have been manually checked for correctness. Devstral got a score of 46.8%, beating out several closed models by a significant margin. And they went to lengths to make sure it wasn't just cheating by overfitting the benchmark data, like training it only on repositories outside of the SWE Bench dataset. They even used it internally for dog fooding.
Dog fooding? Is that a tech term?
Haha, yeah. It means using your own product to test it out in real-world scenarios. Basically, Mistral's engineers were actively coding with Devstral to make sure it's robust and reliable. They even mentioned building on top of their previous code model called Codestral. So it is like they've been gradually making improvements and now have something really special.
Okay, wow. It sounds incredibly well thought out. So what does this mean for, let's say, someone who's just starting out with AI? Is there a steep learning curve?
That's the beautiful thing. They've made it pretty accessible. You can integrate it into frameworks like OpenDevin, which handles a lot of the complexity under the hood. There are also integrations for popular tools like Hugging Face and Llama, so you don't have to be a machine learning PhD to start experimenting with it. It's about lowering the barrier to entry for developers. Although I am kind of curious if we'll see even more AI agents pop up as a result, maybe competing against each other. That could get wild.
Yeah, like AI gladiators battling over code quality? Ha ha ha. Okay. This has been seriously eye-opening. I need to go install this on my laptop right now. It's amazing that something so powerful can run locally and be completely open source. It really feels like a game changer for the future of software development and maybe even coding scripts.